Hey, do you want to win a WWE NXT Championship replica belt for free? Of course you do. $300 belt for free? It must be crazy. Well, I'm giving one away on my channel. All you gotta do is click anywhere on this video to learn how to enter. Hey guys, what's going on? It's me as that PULS3 coming at you guys with something that just happened on Raw, and it was freaking insane. So Shane McMahon, it's so weird even saying this because I really didn't expect it at all. I kind of just assumed that Shane McMahon would just go on and live his life wherever he's doing stuff. I hear he's running a company out of a foreign country and doing his thing and having kids and, you know, being a dad and all that kind of stuff, which I was like, okay, like I saw enough Shane McMahon to be happy for the rest of my life, and that's cool. But apparently I was really wrong, because when I saw Shane McMahon show up on television, I about died. It was insane. All right, so on Monday Night Raw, we open up, and, you know, we're doing the Legacy of Excellence Award. Vince McMahon was giving out an award to somebody, and it was to honor his father, who was also a promoter and who started the WWF, and he started the promotion, and then, you know, Vince took over, and then it's history from there, right? So that happened, and he wanted to honor his dad with an award. I was like, okay, cool. So he calls out who wins the award, and it's Stephanie McMahon. At that point, I'm already laughing, like, that's the total McMahon thing to do, right? Like, at least they follow through with the McMahonisms. And he calls out Stephanie McMahon. Of course, that garners so much heat. The crowd is just not having it at this point. They are so upset that Stephanie won this award that they just found out about a couple weeks ago. Super, it's like super upset about it. And she comes out, and she starts buttering up Triple H and all that. And she does her thing, and she's about to start, just opens up this book, and she has an acceptance speech or something along those lines ready to go. And bam, here comes the money hits on the live speaker, and good God almighty, that arena just erupted. I got goosebumps. I couldn't imagine actually being there, because that was an absolutely iconic moment, right? I don't think anyone really expected Shane O'Mac to return. There was this stuff going around on Twitter and on internet boards and stuff like, hey, watch Raw tonight because stuff is happening, like this is going to be a big night for Raw and all that kind of stuff. But we didn't exactly know what to get, right? Like, there's been some rumors going around that Undertaker was going to face someone that was a non-factor, right? Like a non-wrestler right now, and he's not with the company. A lot of people started saying Shinsuke Nakamura, which, I mean, honestly would have been cool, but like this, I did not expect at all. Like I said, I totally just did not expect Shane to come back to the WWE ever. Like, that was just an awesome way to kick off Raw. So Shane comes out, the crowd's erupting, like they're already just happy to see this guy. And he comes out, of course, he's suited up, but he's got the sneakers. The man comes out with the suit on and the sneakers. I got sneakers that look like that, actually. I'm sure his cost a lot more than mine, but I do have some that look like that. So he comes out, and he comes in there with Vince and Stephanie, and he starts telling Stephanie, like, you don't deserve this. You don't deserve this. You've been making Monday Night Raw suck. It's been, not good at all. And that was like, it felt like a shoot. Like, it's what we needed to hear. It's what everyone on the internet wanted to hear. And WWE is so good at that. They're so good at, like, the second they're losing somebody, they're like, okay, you know what? We'll throw you a bone here. Shane O'Mac will come back, and, he'll basically just read every internet fan's tweets over the last, like, month, right? So that's what he does. He comes out there, he's like, you're running into the ground. You and Triple H suck, this and that, and all that kind of stuff. And, Stephanie's just not having it. And Shane is talking to Vince. He's like, Vince, have you told her? Have you told her what's going on? At that point, you're like, okay, we're going full wrestling right now, right? This is full on wrestling moment at this point, because that's just professional wrestling, right? Like, where you just completely just carny everything. So it was cool. I was actually like, I'm shooting shots at it, but it was awesome. It was a great moment. You had Stephanie, who had no idea what was going on, and Shane O'Mac's just like, a couple of years back, I was talking with Vince, and Vince got himself in a big hole, and I ended up saving him. So I'm at the top of the line here, like my order in the pecking order. Is that even a thing? I guess my line in the pecking order, something pecking order. I've heard that on like a couple of TV shows, but I think I might have used that wrong. But anyways, nonetheless, I think you understand what I'm saying. He has not changed his position in the company whatsoever, right? He's still up there at the top, and he only the only reason Stephanie and Triple H are doing what they're doing is because he allows it to happen. This man is a savage. That's exactly what he said. He said the only reason you guys are doing what you're doing is because I allow you to do it. I was like, oh my goodness. Stephanie was not having that. She was done and done. It was awesome. And then Vince was like, all right, Stephanie, you can get out of here for a minute. I got to talk one-on-one with Shane. So now we're getting down to brass tacks. Stuff's about to happen here. Things are going down, and I'm just staring at my TV screen, just smiling. I'm just like, oh my God. I'm just like, this is absolutely nuts. Like, I didn't know how badly I wanted this to happen. And he's talking to Vince, and Vince is like, okay, what can I do? Can I write you another check? Godfather just went in the Hall of Fame. I can get you the Ho Train. We can work some stuff out here. And he's like, no. What we're going to do is you're going to give me control of Monday Night Raw. I'm just like, oh my God, are we doing this right now? Is this happening? Is this a thing that's happening right now? This is nuts. Okay, so he's like, of course, Vince is not going to give control of Monday Night Raw away. He's not going to just be like, hey, oh, you know what, Shane? Yeah, as a matter of fact, here you go. I don't want it anymore. Looks like these people don't want it either. So what we're going to do is we're just going to here you go. You can figure it out from here. Which would have been even crazier thinking about it now. I mean, if they did it that way, that would have been, that would have just been absolutely nuts, right? If he's just like, okay, Shane, here you go. You control Monday Night Raw now. He's like, okay, strip the card down. We're remaking it right here, right now. That's too Attitude Era, right? That's too Attitude Era. Like, if we go back, it's like, if this segment was back then, like, that's what would have happened, right? Like, he's just gonna be, okay, we're stripping this card down. We're doing this and that. We're making it awesome again. And then after a couple weeks, Vince would be like, okay, I am sick of this. I am sick of you running Raw. What we're going to do is we're going to have a match for our stocks in the company or something. And then it would have led up to the Undertaker thing, right? But no, nonetheless, we're still going to get the match, right? Like I said, it's still wrestling. We're still trying to get to this destination point, regardless of how vague they were about the details. Getting to that point, the whole thing is like, okay, this and that equals Undertaker versus Shane O'Mac at WrestleMania. So that's what happens. Vince is like, okay, you can have control of Raw, but you have to beat somebody at a given time that I tell you, and in a given match that I tell you. So at this point, I'm thinking in my head, it's going to be Shane versus Vince tonight on Raw. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. Like, I was excited. I wanted to see Shane O'Mac wrestle, but he's like, no, we're going to do it at WrestleMania. I was like, okay, so he's going to face Vince McMahon at WrestleMania. That's, still, it's going to be something. It's going to be fun. It's not going to be like a Kevin Owens match or something, but it's still like, I want to watch that. But no, this man goes, you're facing Undertaker at WrestleMania. I'm like, what? This man's facing Undertaker? God, that's crazy. Okay, so he faces Undertaker, and then he goes, it's a Hell in a Cell match. And at that point, I'm like, that was, you know what? That was the perfect decision. That was just the perfect decision because these guys are old, man. Shane McMahon's old. Undertaker's old. People just grow up. That's like the thing, man. I'm telling you, time is humankind's biggest weakness. And that's just what happens. You grow up and you just get older and you can't do the things you used to do. So in my head, I'm thinking like late 90s Undertaker versus, late 90s Shane McMahon. So I'm just thinking in my head like, damn, this is going to be a good match. But that's obviously not what it's going to be. And I think that the Hell in a Cell was a perfect stipulation for this match because it protects Shane and it protects Undertaker. Look, let's be serious. With Undertaker, I don't even know if this man can walk half the time. Like, half the time I see him, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, he looks like the Undertaker. And the other half, I'm like, is he literally dead man walking right now? Like, this is something else. But anyways, Shane McMahon looks like that too. Shane looks better than Undertaker. He honestly looks like Vince. It's crazy. Like, he looked like Vince back in the day a little bit, but now he looks like Vince. He sounds like Vince too. It's crazy. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You know what I mean? And it was something just seeing him there. But what we're gonna get is a match between two guys that are old, but it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good. I don't think Shane McMahon would come back and have a match if he thought it was gonna suck. Hopefully they can gel in the ring. Every ounce of my being wants this to be a good match, right? Like, the first second that I heard it, I was like, oh my God, Shane McMahon's going to get thrown off this cage. Someone's going to die this year. This is going to be crazy, right? But now I'm thinking about, I'm like, he's like 50, right? Like, he's like 40 something, 50 years old. Like, he's getting up there, right? Maybe he won't do that. But then there's that ounce of thing, like, maybe there's two ways he could do it. He's either old enough to not give a fuck and just die, or he's old enough to care and not do that, you know? We'll see. We'll see what kind of savage Shane O'Mac truly is against The Undertaker. But either way, the Hell in a Cell was a good idea because if you remember back to Undertaker versus Triple H, we didn't know what kind of match you're going to get, you know, out of them two. Like, if it was just a singles match, you know, I don't think that would have been too good. But the Hell in a Cell, and as much as I honestly didn't enjoy Triple H versus Undertaker with Shawn Michaels special guest referee, it was still like an okay match because the Hell in a Cell kind of saved it. They were able to use weapons and they were able to sell longer because of the stipulation. And that's just a good stipulation for these two. It gives them the chance to sell longer. You know, obviously they're not going to be in the best of shape, and it just gives them a chance to kind of work around their weaknesses. So it was a really smart idea to do it Hell in a Cell, and it draws at WrestleMania. Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania draws. They could have gone with Shinsuke Nakamura versus Undertaker, and, you know, like, half the people on the internet would have died, but I think Shane O'Mac is a good match for Undertaker. But what did you guys think about Shane O'Mac coming back on Raw? Tell me down in the comments, guys. It's an incredible moment. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already for more of that WWE goodness on my channel, and I will see you guys on the next video. See you!
CM Pulse is the best. Yes, he is. Click the subscribe button. Yes, you know you want to. Yes, you do. Click it today.